In the next 10 minutes or less, I will cover the exact strategies that we use to generate over $1 million in sales in under 7 months. It was a quite fun project for us, mainly because we were working together very closely with a CMO that was way smarter than us back then. And when we started, he was mainly a media buyer, so he was focused on, but also obviously focused on the financial aspects of the business. Our job was to just be the extension of his team to handle retention marketing, and email was the main thing we needed to focus on, especially that it was quite intense. And as you can see, it took us 207 campaigns. So on average, each campaign generated around $3,600, if I'm not mistaken here. And 207 campaigns in 7 months, it's quite a lot. Most of these campaigns, not all of them, and I will cover it in a second, most of them were designed. So we needed to be pretty fast. And we split tested a shit ton of things during that time, where literally every campaign was split testing for subject line. A bunch of these campaigns were split testing designs. So there was a lot that got into it. But as you can see, the results were pretty significant. And first thing I wanted to cover is why 207 campaigns, or why that many campaigns? Why not sending just 2-3 campaigns per week and be good with it? Well, the list for this particular client was very depends on who is watching this video, but if you're running a brand that sells low ticket items, we're talking about average order value of around $30-$40, then you probably need a lot of traffic. That means you're going to get a lot of people on your list. In this case, we had 1.2 million when we started, 1.2 million active profiles. That means people that we could reach out to. They gave us their consent and they're actively opening our emails. Our engaged segments were like, I think 500,000-600,000 people on the list. So it was quite substantial size of a list, and that's why we needed to be creative with that. So not every person got this all 6, 7, 8 campaigns every single week. That's definitely didn't happen. However, we needed to definitely send a lot of campaigns to make sure that we reach out to all of the people, or the most important people. Those are the people that will buy your products during that time. So just briefly, before we go to the campaign strategy, the automated sequences, they generated also a lot of revenue, obviously over 300,000 during that time. And the main revenue was generated from essentially abandoned cart or abandoned checkout automations or flows. These are things such as site abandonment, people that enter your store and they leave. We got a lot of traffic during that time. So we wanted to make sure that as soon as we capture someone's email, we will send them top of mind as email that is more personalized than just our campaigns. We had to also make sure that browse abandonment, abandoned cart, or abandoned checkout emails are constantly being tested, because little change, 1% of conversion rate optimization throughout the flow obviously resulted in significant increase, because we're sending thousands of these automated emails every single day. So we need to make sure that they're working. On top of that, we had a lot of post-purchase flows. What we did in the beginning was map out the entire customer journey from day 0 and when someone places an order until 365 days. And in the first 30 or 60 days, because again, it is low ticket, low average order value type of store, we wanted to make sure that we focus on the first 30 or 60 days to get people to buy again from us. So we went through the last 2-3 years of campaigns, essentially offers, and we found out what was working the best, what was the best performer, what kind of offer we had. Was it a bundle offer? Was it something that was specific to a category? Was it a specific discount or creative discount? We literally went through hundreds of emails, previous campaigns, and found out what was working really well. Now here's the problem. If you're sending emails to hundreds of thousands of people, or close to 1 million people with one send, it's your click rate, especially when you're growing your list with people that have not huge intent to buy your products right away, your click rate might be pretty low. And if you want to test click rate, for basically do tests for higher click rate, it's going to be almost impossible, because if you want to go from 0.5 to 0.6, that means you have to have probably, I don't know the numbers right now, but let's say thousands of people to click that email. So what we needed to do, so we wanted to segment even further and find out within smaller segments, maybe our VIPs or people that are opening our emails literally every time we send them, whatever that segment was, we wanted to narrow down the reach to test for higher click rate, right? So those are the problems that we encounter along the way, but automated sequences were built to match the customer journey. So when we laid out every single email and SMS that the customer would get, or direct mail campaign, the customer would get throughout this first 365 days, we would find out where are we missing out, where are we over communicating, where are we ghosting our customer. And there were times where for 3-4 weeks, there's literally, other than campaigns where we hope that this person will open that campaign, there's no communication. So we want to optimize for that. And again, in the beginning, we want to pack the most important campaigns for the first 30 or 60 days. So we tested excluding even people that subscribe from our daily campaigns or weekly campaigns to make sure that they get the best offers first before they join our sequence or cadence of campaigns, which brings me to the last point, the campaign strategy. So again, we're sending three main, or not again, because I didn't cover it yet. We were sending three main campaigns every single week. That means on Mondays, we had a special offer. Wednesday and Friday, we had some sort of offers. For example, every week, the offers were similar. So if you had $5 off specific category, then every week we'll just choose different category. We'd have $5 off for that particular day. And when we send out this campaign, the follow-ups that's why we have 207 campaigns. The follow-ups were structured to reach people that maybe opened the emails but didn't buy, or maybe opened and clicked but didn't buy. We always try to be smart and follow up with usually plain text only emails. Fun fact, somehow across the board, when you send a plain text email, even if you do it regularly, your click rate will be pretty solid. Write out your call to action, make it sound like it's coming from the founder, as it was in this case, and you'll be surprised. Sometimes I fall into this trap and be like, oh, actually the founder just emailed me, and it looks literally like he would email me, and that was just our team creating this email. If you change the sender's name, if you make it sound like it's literally coming from the founder, if you match their voice, and especially if you are familiar with the founder, there's so many brands that are basically the founder is the spokesperson for the company as well, so you can get to know their voice, of tone of voice and stuff like that. So if you include that in the email, send it plain text only, it literally sounds like it's coming from them, and it will convert. The click rate was usually much higher. So we were very, very strict with our cadence. Every week we had these three main campaigns. However, we're following up with people, and on top of that, we were segmenting every week. We're choosing a date, and we're segmenting people that have maybe bought the product once, but only one category, try to cross-sell on top of our flows. Maybe they were active on site, not once, but maybe 4 or 5 times. Maybe they clicked our SMS and an email and didn't convert, so we wanted to add them to a direct mail campaign, or these are things we're actively doing. And I covered it in previous videos as well. But that was pretty much the entire strategy. A lot of work, a lot of the design work, especially, and putting these emails together, making sure the segmenting was quite fun if you have that many emails. And I remember the biggest pain in the ass was waiting for the segments to load. Every time you wanted to follow up with someone, or basically send a follow-up campaign to people, let's say, that clicked, opened, clicked, they went to the store, they were active on site, they didn't buy, right? Very strategic. That segment maybe load faster. But in reality, whenever you were playing with segments and there was like hundreds of thousands of people or tens of thousands of people in the segment, it took forever to load, which was very time consuming, but totally worth it. So yeah, that was the $1 million breakdown from $1 million from email breakdown. And if you have any questions regarding a custom strategy for your store, maybe something creative after making hundreds of tests, hundreds of A/B tests. We literally, I mean, you couldn't A/B test anything more than that. Even ChatGPT didn't come up with any other strategies. We maxed out the A/B testing capabilities of whatever the brand could A/B test. And yeah, if you need any strategies, custom strategies for your brand, let me know in the comment section below, or just shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to look at your current cadence and maybe offer some suggestions. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.